Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
There was a trade.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
Yeah.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Yeah.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
You still can. He good for a second.
Outside. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Kane got 3 niggas as a superstar on his practice squad. Make you wonder what the fuck his team is.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
There you go. That's how you do things.
Daquan Jones.
Yeah.
With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
What?
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Thought I was joking?
They'll drop the throw.
Hell yeah. Drop that shit like y'all make me drop it.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they're looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Geis, his first carry of the game, working his way for a gain of 7.
Hey man, I seen some 7th-round niggas that was 1st-round picks.
Nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy
this
caliber runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
All right, now look at 56.
Yeah.
Look at 56.
He'll drop to
yeah,
throw.
for real, was the truth. I ain't got one. I want one. Good shit.
Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all it does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Marty.
Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
He'll get it up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He's going to get it running right. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On 3rd down, that's Brock. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They go play action. Mariota. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity
I just knew that shit was
to
gonna
change
work.
momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
Charvon, don't steal my
No
play.
doubt on offense that fell harmlessly.
Oh, you ain't
to the
even watching no
ground.
one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third
I thought you
down.
were watching. I forgot you was looking. I thought you.
Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown Titans. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Man, that's bullshit. Boy, you fired.
Now here's Suck
Boy, you
about
can't
to
make an
kick it
extra point.
away.
Fire.
This will be taken
Fire
to the
like
back of
yesterday
the end
noon.
zone.
Hit him. No, not him, the kicker. The kicker's gone. I need a new kicker. I got a 5th round pick for a good kicker.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
The quarterback ain't going nowhere.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Detroit! Detroit!
They start on the ground with Geis.
Good tackle. That's what I like, Kenny.
Yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to throw here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
This interception.
Man, that was a great decision to pick that ball up in the draft.
Receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Following the interception here, Mariota.
Man, I took off.
And down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Preston Smith in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
A what?
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing, Mariota. A screen to Bell. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The chance of wasting
baby, don't whoop
great
his ass.
starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Play action now. Mariota. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And here
We ain't
come
blowing
the
my way,
Redskins
but
now.
yeah.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about it.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 11. Mariota to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there.
Yeah, let me
nice
get
effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll pitch it out to Bell. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He finds Corey Davis, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch.
You can't even do that.
They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to call you. I accidentally did that.
Look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they
hit
the home run last drive. One play on the ground.
I'm on the game.
Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Oh, yeah.
I love your description.
Playing the online game.
The home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the
Nah, it's me, your brother, and my girl. They playing domino.
Big-time John. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game,
if you want
the play-action pass could very well be open.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Hell yeah.
And they'll run it here.
Right now, I do.
Touchdown.
It actually is.
Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And
like
the
you said, they didn't
Redskins
got a
get the quick strike
retard.
touchdown. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game
moves
on.
Just knock on the door. I'll tell you, brother, open the door for you.
This is all he gets. He'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get
Leon,
some more.
hey, Marbury Lee, your brother about to knock on the door.
Space.
Open the door for him.
Out come the Titans now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own
I said
territory,
Marbury
which
Lee.
means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
He about to knock on the
What
door.
they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right.
Yeah.
Finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll
Marbury
bring him
Lee.
down at the 27-yard line. They get just 2 out of it there.
Hey, you have to ask him. Purple drink.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Set, move, aim. Easy. 3. Flag, get hit.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Mariota now to throw on first down.
Come on, Corey, you got to catch it.
The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
A give to Bell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing is Mariota. Going up top. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful.
What?
4th down now.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
Receiver there already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
What?
Headspace
Negative.
is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them
Damn, I missed
adjust
it.
to you
Fuck.
defensively. I like what they were trying to get done.
And I made it.
They weren't successful. It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot!
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half.
I know, and I'm telling.
Back to Tennessee after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
I know, and I'm telling.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards is the pickup.
Yeah, that is crazy. Put it in the fit.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
and that is caught.
Oh my God, that was the same touchdown pass I just had, and they called a
score. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught.
As acting co-commit, Luke, you need to make sure that shit gets sealed and
stand. Away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field,
I second that notion.
Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep this...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Suspend the line. Suspend the running back. You know what to do, nigga.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to try and go deep again. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mariota to throw it this time. Steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Titans punter, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the 2nd quarter score from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one moving forward as we wrap up the 1st month of NFL football. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Redskins on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Back to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Hello?
2nd down, Mariota.
I hear you,
cuz. The screen, it's complete.
Yeah, he's still here.
And now running right through it.
Say what?
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Do I got 35 cents?
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass.
Oh, okay.
Looked like it was coming together. Looked
What
like
you
there
want
was
for
an
35
opening.
cents?
Still, ended up with a solid game.
So here's a
Get a
first
cigar.
and 10 at the 38.
I think you got the money to get one. Hold on. Damn, I'm playing this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make
he ain't got nothing,
field can really generate big plays for an offense. Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop it, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Here's Mariota, and that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. From the gun, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's now a second interception.
Man, I thought I could get it in there. I forgot who I'm fucking with.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on the swivel.
I ain't seen no defense.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. Completes it right side to Dodson. Josh Dodson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Dodson, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, look at the juke. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
Rolling this year.
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Matt Ioannidis in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. Well, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. They'll drop the throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They run with Geis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with fourth down now looming. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third.
One. Set. Round 18.
Play fake. Mariota. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for the Titans. 56 yards. To the air again. Mariota. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Set, 180.
Off the play fake, Mariota. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the...
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Detroit!
Now back to throw.
Oh, shit.
Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown on the year. And this Redskins offense is running away with this one. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 23. Mariota. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the red zone now, Mariota being chased out left. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. He'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people...
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. In for the score. And this Redskins offense continues to pour it on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They go play action. Mariota steps away. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Throw it. Mariota. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Check four. One.
Play action now. Mariota. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And give him a gain of 37.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll run it with Bell, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Mariota to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back to throw now on first down. Going for it all. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Mariota now. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him
down. They
down.
need to cheese the fuck out of me on that one.
Go for it with such little time remaining, and the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. He's to the 10.
Damn, this quarterback great.
Makes something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They give it to him running left. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I
got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he slides to avoid the hit.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Redskins, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll sink now to 0-4. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6.
Oh, fuck. I'll catch y'all boys tomorrow.